Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Rich Latta here, back with another video. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to explore some historical trends today by asking the question, can Caitlin Clark win the WNBA MVP in only her second season? And I want to take you guys through WNBA history to see what the likelihood of that is, talk about some of the people that won the award early in their career and see if this is possible this year for Caitlin Clark, and thinking about, the leap that it would take to become an MVP winner. She's already an MVP candidate, finished fourth last year in a rookie season, first team all league. So that tells you she's already kind of ahead of schedule. The only person I think we need to talk about immediately first is Candace Parker. Did kind of win the award under a little bit different circumstances, taking the fan voting into account as a rookie. Very popular player at her time, with Tennessee, national champion, just kind of rolled into the league, killing it there, and won Rookie of the Year and MVP all in one. And that did not happen last year for Caitlin Clark, unfortunately. But I think when you start projecting her career out, she'll have her chance to win one of those. I don't think that's a question. I just want to see how early this can happen. So what I have pulled up here is a list of all WNBA MVP winners and what year they won the trophy in. So some of these, I got them kind of broken down of the people I want to talk about, but a lot of these are veteran players. So we'll just go through. In 1997, Cynthia Cooper, first season of her career, obviously first year in the league. She was, fully formed player at that time. I believe she was 34 years old. As a rookie. So back-to-back second season. Yolanda Griffith, 29 years old at that time, coming from being an international player, won it in her rookie season there. I would kind of think the circumstances are a little bit different for Caitlin Clark, obviously coming out of college. Yolanda Griffith was not. Everyone's favorite, Cheryl Swoops, won it the fourth year in the league. Fully formed player by that time, was in college in 1993 or so. So she was kind of good to go out of there. Lisa Leslie in 2001, she won it in her fifth season. Cheryl Swoops again won it in her sixth season. This is the first one that I think, has a little bit of we're going to put to the side. 2003, Lauren Jackson won the MVP in her third season. Lisa Leslie picks it up again in her eighth year. Cheryl Swoops, ninth year. Cheryl and Lisa trading it back and forth for a little while in her 10th year. So shout out to Lisa Leslie. That's kind of late in your career to be winning MVPs. Lauren Jackson gets it in her 7th year, as I mentioned. Candace Parker in 2008. Diana Taurasi, 2009. This is her 6th season that it takes her to win the MVP award. I believe that's her only MVP award of her career. Lauren Jackson again in her 10th year. Tamika Catchings in her 11th year. Tina Charles in her 3rd year. So that's something to look at there. Candace Parker picks up another one in her 6th year. Maya Moore in her 4th year. Elena Del Don in her 3rd. Nneka Ogwumike in her 5th year. Sylvia Fowles in her 10th. Brianna Stewart in her 3rd year. Elena Del Don in her 7th. Again, Asia Wilson in her 3rd year. Takes us to Jonquel Jones in her 5th. Also, Asia Wilson again in the 5th. Brianna Stewart and Asia, they've been trading this thing kind of, for the last 5 years back and forth in each of their 6 seasons. So the ones that I pulled aside were 1999, 2003, 2008, 2012, 15, 18, and 20. So let's take Yolanda Griffith and put her to the side. She won in her first season. I don't think she has a comparable set of circumstances. That leaves us with 6 seasons from 2003, 2008, 2012, 15, 18, and 20 to look at to see, can Caitlin Clark defy odds and win this in her second season? I think we should remove Candace Parker as well, since we are not dealing with fan voting here as a rookie. So that leaves a lot of third-year MVPs. History says this is not going to be Caitlin Clark's MVP leap yet, but who knows what she's capable of. She's already kind of defied a lot of odds anyway. Who says she can't do another here? So Lauren Jackson in her 3rd year brought it home. Tina Charles, Elena Del Don, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson. If I'm looking for similarities amongst those players, they're all bigs. This is a award that is historically dominated by, big players. Guards aren't usually getting a lot of love here. Diana Taurasi won one of these. Is a player that Caitlin's kind of compared to a lot, and that was in her 6th year. I think there are other factors to weigh in, such as, the media love. Are people going to do goofy things with their voting ballots? We're going to look at contemporary competition as well. Nafisa Collier is due for a big year. Asia Wilson and Brianna have been trading this thing back and forth. Can Caitlin break into that top mix? I think she can. I think she's going to have the team to produce the amount of wins. And we saw the statistics last year, which were backbreakingly excellent. One of my favorite things to look at is Jimmy High Roller's video where he talks about the total offense and she's just off the chart almost by herself. Year 2 would obviously put Caitlin historically ahead of schedule, but Caitlin has already shown she's someone that doesn't need to really follow the rules or trends of anyone else in league history. But if she did it in her 2nd year, that's the kind of competition and level that we're talking about. So hope you guys enjoyed this exercise. When do you think is going to be the season Caitlin Clark brings the MVP award home? Is it this year coming up in 2025? I'd love to know what you think. So anyway, my name is Rich. I'm up out of here. One lifetime. Peace.